everyone, thanks so much for joining me. My name is Susan Timchak and I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And I'd like to welcome you. Today what I'm going to do is I'm continuing my A to Z technique series. I started this just the other day, so I do have a few videos already uploaded using one of my old Project Life binders. You can still buy these binders through my online store at www.stampinsucreates.stampinup.net. So far we have done just a few techniques and I'm working my way through this binder, adding pages as I go. So what I'm going to demonstrate for you today is a fun technique. Well, they're all fun techniques. Anything you can learn is a fun technique. This is a baby wipe tie-dye. So here is the little card. If you want to screenshot this, then you can go ahead and make up your own little cards. I know in one of the previous other videos I mentioned about putting a book together, but I'm doing this book technique by technique for myself. Maybe there's some techniques you're not interested in doing or adding to your technique book, but I mean, I believe I share it with other people, and you know, who knows, they may enjoy it too. So this is the baby wipe tie-dye technique. I'm going to put that right over there. My desk is quite a mess, and it's a good thing you only get to see so much of it. Okay, so we're going to be working with today glossy cardstock, and I cut these down to fit in the book. It is a 3x4, so I just took 1/4 of an inch off of that to make it a little bit smaller, and I'm using up a lot of my scrap pieces to layer that upon. So this one is, Bermuda Bay, let me look, Bermuda Bay. Yep, so we're starting off with the glossy cardstock, and this is just what I keep my cleaning pad in. So what it says is you take 2 baby wipes, and these are, they say refreshing on them, green tea and cucumber wipes. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to take 2 wipes and I'm going to fold them this way. You can fold them however you want. And I'm just going to make myself like as though I'm making a small little ink pad. So I'm working with 3 of our re-ink bottles, and if you're wondering what are these are to use on your ink pads when your ink pad is running low. When you notice that you're getting a very light impression, you just squeeze some of this on there and use your bone folder to add it into your ink pad, and you're good to go. So we're going to start with the Bermuda Bay. You can use any colors you want. We're just going to put a couple little drops, Bermuda Bay. You want to put these fairly close to each other. Next, we're going to go with a crushed curry, just kind of filling in the spots. And I'm noticing this one's getting a little low. I'm going to have to be ordering some new refills. There's a lot of different techniques you can do with these refill bottles. So they're not just for using them on your ink pads. So let's add in some of this. Now you'll see real nice ink pad I've created there of my very own. So here we go. We have a stamp set I decided to use because I just kind of want an all-over design. And this is the Timeless Textures stamp set. And I'm going to use the image, which one is it? This one right here. I believe it's that one. Is it that one? Yeah, I believe so. This one here. But you can use any of them. You could actually even use like an image if you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stamp and I'm just going to put it into the ink pad, and I'm going to stamp all over because I just kind of want an all over design. It almost looks like a marbly technique, which I would assume that would be a whole other technique for my book. Alright, I don't want there to be like any stark lines. My dog's going to bark again. Yep, I was just going to say, she's going to be barking again. You can fill that in however you want. Okay? So there we have it. There is a tie-dye, baby wipe tie-dye on the glossy cardstock. Now you can do this on standard cardstock as well. The only thing you want to be careful with that is it kind of dries quickly. So when you go to stamp what is going to happen is it's going to end up actually stamping as opposed to kind of laying on the surface for a little bit. So I'm going to move this aside. Being that that still may be wet, I'm just going to put some adhesive onto my little card base. I'll put that right on there to pick up that Bermuda, is it Bermuda Bay that I did? Yeah, Bermuda Bay on there. And then what I did ahead of time is I used the die cuts, the Dragonfly Dreams, and see a couple of these pieces didn't fall out. There we go. Used the little die brush on that, but they didn't come out. So I cut a few of these out, and I just wanted to make this fairly simple. I'm going to use my little sheet here so that I don't get adhesive all over my work surface. And I'm just going to put that dragonfly right on there. And here's one I did earlier. You can see the different types of techniques you can get depending on how you put your colors on, you know, how that all went. Which was the one I just did? I think this is the dry. This is the dry one. Okay, so let's get our booklet out. Baby wipe tie-dye. So let me just go over it first. Glossy cardstock looks the best, but you can use smooth cardstock also. Create a custom ink pad by folding 2 baby wipes in half, using 3 colors of classic dye-based reinkers. Squeeze a few drops next to each other on the baby wipe pad. Tap your stamp 2 or 3 times on the pad and stamp for a tie-dye image, which is basically what we did there. So let's go ahead. Let me move this out of the way. I'm going to make up a couple more of them. I've been making some extras as I go. Okay, so let's slip these into our booklet here. All right, slide that in, and there we go. What a fun technique that is. So be sure to give this a try. If you do, go ahead over onto my Facebook page at Stampin' Sue Creates and post what you've been making with it. Leave some comments down below. What color combos do you think would look best, and what would you go for? So anyhow, this is the end of the baby wipe tie-dye technique. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell where you will receive notifications when I upload new videos. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a super Stampin' day. We'll see you back here again real soon. Bye for now.